We're back with another one. It's nostalgia. Yes. I used to be such a sweet, sweet thing till they got a hold of me. For little old ladies, I help the blind to see. Yeah, I got no friends because they read the papers. They can't be seen with me. Come on, feeling mean. Yeah, no more Mr. Nice Guy. No more Mr. Free. Come on, we're back with another one. No more Mr. Nice Guy is what this market is right now. Wow. Wow. And today I want to do a very educational video for my subscribers, everyone that believes in this channel, everyone that believes in the advice. I want you to hear me out. We're going to have a deep discussion. My last video I talked about people just being patient and just waiting. And, and I want to bash on everyone that hates the scalpers and they think the scalpers affect the market. They think Pokemon printing a shitload of product affects the market. And I'm here to tell you guys, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, here's the common sense fucking logic of the world of Pokemon. It does not fucking matter. They can print 151 into the ground. They can print Prismatic into the ground. It doesn't matter. They've done this before. They printed Evolving Skies into the ground. They printed Fusion Strike. They printed Crown Zenith. Jeez, dude, they printed Crown Zenith into the ground, man. And now, look at it. Now that it's not being printed, it's going up in price. And for everyone that thinks there's this crash incoming, like I've seen so many YouTubers say the crash is coming. The crash is here. The crash is going to cook everyone. I want to explain this. Let's talk about crashes. Team Up was $3,000 a booster box. It's now over $9,000. It is on the cusps of $10,000 a box. Ancient Origins, it's on the cusps of $6,000 to $7,000. I mean, XY base, $5,000 plus. It was like $1,000 last year. It's because these sets are out of print. It doesn't matter how much Pokemon prints new sets. Old sets will always get expensive with time because they're not being printed anymore. And, you could say a lot of different arguments. It's the scalpers. It's the people opening packs. It's the this, the that. And none of that fucking matters. That's why you can't, get, so angry with each other of, well, that motherfucker's hoarding all this stuff. Man, fuck him. Or this person's hoarding all this stuff. Fuck him. They're the reason. And, no, it's just they were fucking wise. And they realized to take advantage of the opportunities they were given. And they believed in something. And I'm here to tell you guys, this same thing will eventually happen with Sword and Shield. Chilling Rain right now. I said to buy it at $3,000 a case. It's $3,500 now, by the way. By the way, Lost Origin, it hit $3,500. It actually dipped back down. I've seen a couple cases for $28,000. And I think that's a really good pickup. Because it's like the same thing is going to happen with Sword and Shield. When it's out of print, and it already is, it's going to keep going up as time goes on. And it doesn't matter how much they print. Dude, they already printed a shitload of Prismatic ETBs. Filled Costco's with them. Filled Costco's with 151 booster bundles. I mean, dude, they have so much printed. And it still doesn't matter, dude. Because are they reprinting Team Up? No. Are they reprinting Cosmic Eclipse? No. Are they reprinting Fusion Strike? Fuck no. They're not reprinting anything in Sword and Shield and back. So it's going to continue to fucking climb and climb and climb with no end in sight. And it may not happen right away. It may pause for a little bit and then climb, and pause for a little bit and then climb, and maybe go down 20% and then climb. But the point is, if you're waiting this out another 3 or 4 years, it's just going to keep climbing. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much they flood the market with prismatic. It doesn't matter how much Pokemon prints. And that's why I get so fucking like pissed off when I see people like that are like, ah, man, I fucking hate scalpers, bro. I would fucking kill a scalper. You know, like they're the worst. They're the scum of the world. They're the scum of the universe. And it's like, dude, they're really not. Like, it's the fucking market, man. You know, and yeah, you could argue like shit tons of people collect, but it's just how it works. When boxes get old as fuck, like when base set was like $100 a booster box, and now it's $25,000 for a base set box. Does that really, like, yeah, someone held on to it for like 20, 30 years, bro. Like, they deserve their money. You know, like I don't care, man. I look at it that way. If someone has held on to something and they believed in it for like multiple years, and like now it's doing good, they deserve their money, dude. They risked, they took massive risks, and they didn't know really for sure. No one really knew quite for sure. But like now, we're back when I was in it. It was more of just like you really didn't know for sure that if this hobby was gonna die or not. But now, with how fucking big it is and how many eyes are on it, it's never dying, man. It's just not. And these older sets will continue to climb. As new people get in the hobby, they will continue to climb. You know, in 2 or 3 years from now, you'll see Team Up be a $20,000 box. You know, you'll see Lost Ancient Origins be a $10,000-$15,000 box. You know, and it doesn't even matter as much. It does matter on the chase cards, but it doesn't matter as much when something is so fucking old. And that's just where things are, man. And for like everyone that thinks there's this massive crash coming for out of print sets, you're fucking wrong. Because people are going to say, well, okay, let's say the new black bolt white flare, whatever that shit is, they reprint into the ground, print billions of boxes, billions. Everyone's going to say, well, I don't want that shit. I want Team Up. I want Ancient Origins. I want Base Set. I want Sky Ridge. I want, you know, Fusion Strike. I want Evolving Skies. I want these older sets that you can't get anymore. You know, and that's how it's going to be every year for pretty much ever. And no one can control it. No one can even really predict it. You can slightly predict it, but no one can really control the market. Scalpers can't control the market. They're just in it for the quick flip and the quick gain. But you can't fault people for taking quick gains on stuff. I mean, it is what it is. That's what the fucking hobby is. It's like people trading shit, people buying and selling shit. Like, to like hate on it, that is the fucking hobby. Is buying, selling, trading, like making deals. Like, that is the fucking hobby. I mean, there's other aspects to the hobby, like collecting the singles, doing this and that, playing the games. I play the games a lot, you know. But like, that is the fucking the TCG part of the hobby. Is everyone buys and sells and trades and like holds. It's just, that's the magic of Pokemon. That's what makes it fucking cool. You know, I don't know. Like that's just how I look at it, man. And for anyone that is hating on like collectors and scalpers and stuff, man, you have to like re-examine how you're looking at things, because like, yes, they may suck. They may seem like they're here for just a quick flip and they don't love the hobby, blah, 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 blah. But it is what it is, man. You know, you can't really be upset about it. You just got to like strategically invest yourself and just not really care like about all the outside noise, and be afraid to like buy something you love and hold on to it. I don't find anything wrong with that. I don't find anything wrong with it if a kid does it or an adult does it or a fucking old man does it, like what your age is. If you bought something and you believe in it and you hold on to it, that's a special thing, man. You know, it's like the people that like worked forever and they put their money in Bitcoin and they watched it appreciate and now they're loaded. You know, like that's a good thing. That's a good thing to see. You want to see people do that, man, to be totally honest. You want to see people come up from rags to riches. Like, that's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. And it should show to you in the hobby that, like, it's good. It's good to see people make money. It's good to see people do good because then they're fueling their money into more money. Like it's a good thing. And most people that make money off Pokemon, they just go buy more. You know what I mean? So you never fucking even really get your money out of it. It's just you're buying more and more and more and more and more. But either way, to each their own. You just have to be patient. Get Sword and Shield now because it's following the same trends. They're never going to print it again. So it's never going to get any cheaper. No one's going to flood the market with Lost Origins boxes like for $1,000. It's just never going to happen. These price points are just going to get worse. So that's why I say secure your cases of Chilling Reign, your Lost Origin. Hold on to them, and be patient. And, same with Evolving Skies. Like, it will blow your mind what this stuff does. It really will. Because it's not being printed. And everyone takes that for granted. That the current sets, they could crash. Obsidian Flames, all that shit. It could totally crash. But even Obsidian Flames, it's a shit set, but it's ticking up because it's not being printed anymore. All these sets are like this. That's why they're all so expensive, because they're not being printed in booster boxes anymore. You ever notice that? That's why booster boxes went up in the first place, because they're not really being printed anymore. Besides, like, Deaths and Rivals, but that's at LGS's. So, yeah. And well, and I was on Pokemon Center for a little while, but still. That's my point of this video, is they can print all this new shit all they want. That's not going to flood the market with team-up cases. You know what I mean? Like, you have to, really start thinking like that, or you're going to get cooked in this market really bad. Like I did on my Ancient Origins. Like, I knew just holding on to it long-term was, the best play. But anyway, I actually found my Ancient Origins box that I sold on eBay today, by the way. One of my friends sent me one. They're like, oh, this one's for sale. And I'm like, dude, that's literally mine. It was in the same case. Had the little tiny bend at the top. I knew it was mine. I'm like, motherfucker, I want to buy that thing back. But I don't want to pay fucking way more than I sold it for, though. Fuck that. Hate when that shit happens. But either way, to each their own. That is why this older stuff is just skyrocketing. There's no fucking crash coming for that shit. You're nuts if you think that. You're nuts. Like Phantom Forces, it was like $4,000 when I was watching it a couple years ago. It's now like a fucking $10,000 to $12,000 box, man. Like Phantom Forces is just such a sick fucking set. But Roaring Skies, it was like a fucking $500 box. It's now $3,500, man. Like, it's nuts. It's straight maddening, and it sounds insane, but the prices are just fucking justified because you had to be patient and hold on to it for fucking years, man, and now it's hard to find, So that's just the point of this video, man. I don't see a crash happening anytime soon with anything that's out of print. You have to look at it that way. And that's why I'm saying, like, Chilling Reign, man, your Lost Origins, yeah, they haven't seen massive run-ups yet, but it will happen. It will happen. It'll get away from you before you know it. Look at Cosmic Eclipse. It was in the 400s, and yeah, it gets away from you quick. I'm just saying. So be prepared. Be very prepared. Anyway, that's all we have for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We're out.